the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
I've been sent to collect your head, Dynamite.
Better villains than you have tried, lady. You tell your bosses that after I send you back in a coffin!
How would I tell them that if I was already dead? Wow, you're quick.
Shut up and die! Oh, damn! Oh, damn! Move it or lose it, people!
Save me, Dynamite!
Let go of me!
Boom.
Leave them out of this!
For what it's worth, Dynamite, your blood was delicious.
You bit off a bit more than you could chew! My blood isn't the only thing you drank! It's my sweat you should worry about, dumbass! I'm aiming for absolute victory! Howitzer! Impact! Cluster! Scratch that. Not enough for a coffin.
KO! Oh, Denji, we're so sorry to hear about your girlfriend that passed away. She gets 5 big booms. Boom! Boom!
Please just shut up. On the surface, these two seemed evenly matched. So let's break this fight down into 3 categories: their speed, their stamina, and their firepower.
First up, let's talk speed.
Both Bakugo and Reze could rocket through the sky at hypersonic speeds and maneuver and redirect themselves on a dime in the middle of fights. To the casual observer at least, they'd seem to be on par with each other.
So we have to look at the people they've fought to compare.
Reze has battled Chainsaw Man, who could match and defeat someone using the Gun Devil's power.
The same Gun Devil that could literally fly around the world, killing millions of people at over 500 times the speed of sound.
Impressive, but compare that to Bakugo fighting Shigaraki, who could react fast enough to catch light beams with his bare hands.
That's over 1,000 times faster. And that was before Bakugo's quirk awakening that made him even faster than that.
With reaction speed of that caliber, there's little chance Reze could ever get the drop on Bakugo, and would likely be forced to play catch-up in a duel. Speed goes to Bakugo.
However, speed doesn't matter if one couldn't truly hurt the other. A big part of this fight is their stamina.
Bakugo's durability is mind-boggling. He's survived being impaled through the torso and has even brought himself back to life.
But, unlike Reze, his stamina does eventually hit a limit. Every explosion he makes whittles him down just a little bit more, and uses up more and more of his sweat. Without a break, he can eventually run out.
Whereas Reze can effectively create bombs without respite, and from a distance.
Unlike Bakugo, who usually likes to get up close and personal.
Furthermore, her devil hybrid physiology gives her an actual regenerative healing factor, allowing her to shrug off the same kind of mortal blows that would eventually kill Bakugo, main character plot armor or not.
If this ever became a war of attrition, Reze had it in the bag. Stamina goes to Reze.
However, it's unlikely it would ever get to that point. The biggest factor in this fight was always going to be their raw firepower.
Explosions! First, we gotta compare their two biggest blasts, Reze's nuclear-like bomb against Denji versus Bakugo's howitzer impact cluster.
And the difference is obvious. Based on calculating their sizes, Bakugo's 300 kiloton explosion was over 100 times more powerful than Reze's 2 kiloton blast.
But that's not all. Remember the Typhoon Devil.
Coughing baby or not, to create a storm big enough to cover Tokyo's over 2,000 square kilometers, he'd have to be generating more than 400 kilotons of TNT.
Greater than Bakugo, right? But that's not all. Again, Bakugo's howitzer impact once shattered the size of this big-ass mountain, and despite being earlier on in the series, it was ginormous, almost 3 kilometers in radius.
Or just over 2 megatons of TNT, 5 times more powerful than the Typhoon Devil, and way beyond anything we've seen Reze do.
And this was Bakugo before reaching his full power in his fight against All for One. Bakugo takes the final edge in explosions.
And remember, Bakugo withstands the recoil of all his blasts, so even though Reze had greater stamina, Bakugo was more than tough enough to hang on and get his kill shot, especially with his superior speed.
And devil healing factors can be overtaxed with enough damage. Hell, she needed to drink blood a couple times against Denji just to keep fighting.
Against someone as fast and powerful as Bakugo, she would not get the chance to heal consistently, or perhaps at all.
And what happens when devils die? They Bakugo to hell.
The winner is Katsuki Bakugo.
Bombshell, hero, great explosion, murder, god, dynamite. Next time on Death Battle.
Okay, so I can go either way, but I am gonna put my money on Bakugo. I had to. First of all, ever since I watched the end of the fight when he was fighting All for One, I think something changed within me. I started to respect Bakugo in a sense. Like the way how Bakugo was able to go toe-to-toe with All for One and finally kill him off was what made me respect him. Reze, I'm gonna have to say this, it's Chainsaw Man. So I'm new. But I know Bakugo. That's the difference. I know Bakugo. Reze, I'm still foreign to. Now, this ends the whole, debacle, the little debates. This is for one time Death Battle actually was using their noggin, okay? They were using their brain and weren't being stupid this time. Usually most of the time, they're very dumb, they don't make good decisions, and they kind of just have this Patrick Star brain moment. And they think they know the character. Now, keep in mind, I'm happy enough to say that Bakugo won. I will say that much. I'm very happy that he won. I would still be fine with Reze winning just because, just to give the fans what they want. Let me see the comments. I can't help it. Let's be honest. I have what is a nerd crash out and I'll rage quit a video on Death Battle because I don't fuck with it. And if I don't like how certain things are in Death Battle, of course I'm going to rage quit. I'm going to give up and pretty much throw the controller at him, basically just stop watching the video entirely and watch something else. Holy crap. Oh, holy shit. I recognize you. Hello, hello, hello. I could like it, but I don't care. Alright, no one's salty about this. Everyone seems to have fun watching this. Sometimes it's difficult to have fun while watching Death Battle because, come on now, it's a character you like. No one wants to see their favorite character lose. Let's be real. I'm not a fair sport about that. I'm not very good at being a fair sport about that. Tempting to, but over time, because Death Battle had, you know, made my favorite characters lose against everything that I fucking despise. I mean, I can't help it. I don't like that. I don't like the fact that my favorite characters are losing to characters that they should not be losing. Like a couple months ago into last year, they had Ruby versus Soul Eater, and she lost when we have no information on Ruby. We don't even have enough information on Ruby, but okay. Nicely done, Death Battle. See, this is why I rage quit these videos, because I can't help it. I don't like seeing things that don't make sense when we don't have enough information. That was an entirely horrible Death Battle. I will say that much. There's been better, which I've forgiven them for, but this is another one I will definitely commend for actually making it accurate. Because I know a lot of people were, you know, riding the Chainsaw Man bandwagon and saying that Reze was going to win. Oh, I'm sorry, Bakugo was going to win for a reason. I know my boy better than anything. Sorry, I was a teenager watching that show, so no, I know this better than anything. But nice try though. Alright. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll give you some extra thoughts. Right now, I'm gonna pass you along. Peace out. As I said before, I did say that I was all Team Bakugo by a mile, because it's just like, you know, I grew up with this guy. Grew up watching the show since I was a teenager and finishing it as an adult. So, yeah. I mean, look, all I gotta say to y'all is that things are about to change. This is mainly about something entirely outside of this, but you know, I'm starting to divert my channel into a more positive light, more likely editing a lot more, so that's why you see a lot more of slower quality of videos and not the usual daily schedule of 2 days. But as of now, I think with the whole PS4 ending thing, I don't think it's ending entirely. It's just no longer going to receive games, and other games are no longer going to be on here. It's just the old stuff. But that's not the point here. My bad. Off topic. So, like I said before, I had my money on Bakugo by a mile. A lot of people were definitely riding the Chainsaw Man LARP train and trying to basically say that Reze would win, but I knew for a fact Bakugo would win because of what I saw he was capable of and what everyone else saw. Like, no matter how many explosions she does, it does not matter. You may have perceived it very fast in the Chainsaw Man world, but My Hero Academia was on a different level. Does that make any sense? It was on an entirely different fucking level. If none of y'all understand that, I don't know what else to tell you. Like, she was bound to lose. I just let people, you know, there was a ton of people rooting for Reze. I mean, this isn't an official fight, obviously, but this is just Death Battle's version of it. But honestly, she was bound to lose whether y'all like it or not. One thing I want to let you guys know is that I believe people will have nerd crash outs, but they'll probably hide it. They won't say it. They won't feel the need to talk about it at all. me knowing I would have one because it would piss me off knowing that my favorite character lost to the likes of somebody else that I know that character would pretty much get mollywopped from. Like, I know for a fact that character will lose, but yet they made that character win. It's the same thing with Ruby versus Soul Eater or whatever the fuck her name is. I don't even know. And somehow she loses when we don't even have enough information on Ruby. But okay, sure. We don't even have enough information. Let's pit her up against a character that has tons of information and we just know everything. Right. That was also my crash out too. And I have every right to crash out on that video. Like, we don't know Ruby. We don't know her. I don't even know why that even happened, but it did. It did. It happened like that, and it doesn't make any sense to me until this very day. But sure, I guess we just have to, you know, take our losses and go kick rocks or some shit. I don't know. But fucking shit is dumb. Or stupid. But yeah. Anyways, y'all. Thank you for watching the video. Peace out.
Hi, I'm Lucy Christian. I am the voice of Otako Uraraka, and you should subscribe to Neusxanity's channel. Peace out!